Bro, this ooze is really rough. Alright, so we need to kill the ooze. We cannot discard with this. Alright, this should be the moment. They still have 1 green mana, so we cannot, discard here. Or at least not that. I could go for Surge, because this deck actually shouldn't do anything to our Angels. So I will discard Surge, because for this matchup it's not needed. So they can exile it, but they get nothing out of this except tapped creature. Alright, so guys, we are trying to survive. We are close, but we are not there yet. I really hoped for mana. So they will attack. Unfortunately, we missed full turn, so not amazing. Our opening is definitely on the rough side. And our opponent is just spamming those creatures like there's no tomorrow. Alright, let's see the big number. But this creature is not red, and that means you can actually block it. And the mechanic of magic is usable here. This was exactly the draw that I expected on the last turn, but we will gladly take it now. Which means that now, and because we had to go deal with ooze, we actually don't have a target right now for animation. So instead, we need to tank 1 full turn with Guardian, and we cannot double cast because then we don't have, the big stuff. I will try to start with Herald and then work our way to Perennation, because this game might be a little bit, more aggressive. I wonder, they might have more ooze, so okay, this is incredibly good for us. And I'll be honest, I'm just discarding this one. I can go for Herald, but I don't. Oh, this taps, right. So that was a misplay. No, we had to. I still want to protect it, so that actually was the right play. Obviously, we get tons of damage on this turn. I hope we are not dead yet, because on the next turn we can go for the Herald. How much? I think it's not lethal yet, but it's really close, isn't it? No, oh no. Okay, 16. 16 is not 20. And for the record, I still never read the card. It has a lot of text and I refuse to do it. That means we can go for Swamp. And you know what? We will attack here. Right? We can tap it later. So we do not enlist. We deal damage. I wish we had 1 more mana. If we didn't miss this land, we would already Perennation. But I think this is good enough. Now we Rite of the Moth. And now we are unbeatable, kinda. And this is why this fight spell made me so happy. They got all of this extra damage, but now, most likely, they don't have another removal. Which means that they actually cannot kill us. But the transformation is not complete yet. We will go to minus. This one is a Reacher, but it doesn't have too much stats. This one has Death Touch, so that's something that we need to, be careful of. Yep. They want to get the number really big. Oh, they actually tapped the Reacher. That's really good for us. So that means I can sneak 6 damage or force this to maybe die to blocks. Alright. I expect they know that they are not winning the game. Yep. Alright, so they got this to 6 power, so we cannot attack. And that's why the game is still not over, but we solved one of the things. Now we cannot lose the game, alright? This seems to be a good starting point. Alright? Okay, so we have enough for Perennation now. But we don't have a good permanent. And now we cannot lose the Angel, because then we die if it leaves the board for a moment. So getting on the rough side. We don't want to attack with Guardian. Guardian is still useful, actually. Alright. And of course, this has Finality counter. In this deck, it actually matters, because you cannot flip it easily between, Graveyard and then reanimate again, because this gets exiled. So now we need to find another, Herald or something like this, and this will close the game. Because they can still kill Herald if they get the right draw. They usually play like 4 fight spells in the deck, and they already used 1, so I expect them to whiff for a few next turns, like probably 3 to 5 turns should be the time before they find another, like on average. Bro, they are going for those big numbers, and you know what? If someone plays mono green, they definitely like big creatures. So yeah, man, they can go with this Hydra to like millions in this game. And most likely it won't matter. So they're splitting the counters. Honestly, they should split all the counters on Richters, I think. Yep. So they're preparing. Of course we do not block, there's no point here. Bro, we are just winning at -20. This is the new version of, you know, winning on 1 life. Just try winning on -20. It's easier this way. This is a very good draw. This will help us fix a lot of problems. Okay, I think this is a big turn. They need to do something really meaningful right now. Okay. Oh my god, that was close. This actually doesn't kill a creature with flying, but it kills the vault. It's fine, we still get a cycling out of this. Alright. Creature card, that cannot be a fight spell. So I expect they will... Oh, they're trying to find a fight spell. Okay, this is good for us. That means we get to keep the vault. So it's a good strategy by our opponent, because they try to race us basically on who finds first Aether removal, or I find another Herald or something. They don't know about this, so they actually think they have more chance than they really do. Bro, the number will definitely go up. And they identify that they need to pump the Richters. However, with this we will have indestructible stuff. And this is the big deal, because now we can get basically 2 cards a turn to find the missing piece of the combo. Here's the missing piece of the combo. Oh yes, this feels as glorious as I hope. So 6 mana exactly. We get the card. And I believe with this, our opponent literally cannot win this game anymore. Oh, yes, this was perfect. Alright, maybe they can kill Herald, because we are actually at -20. Wait, so if they kill Herald, they can still probably find a way to do it. We can attack with Absolute Virtue though, and of course this one has indestructible, hexproof and stuff like this, so I think they need to put all the counters so they can block the flyer forever. That's a 56-50. Guys, I don't think this will be a game where we will go into positive life, you know? I think that's kind of the deal. You might be seeing in this, basically this game is when Unstoppable Force meets Unmovable Object, alright? This is where we are here. This can be really good. Why can I... Oh, I don't have life. Okay. Okay, that explains it. So we can start attacking with Flyer. This is the one that can attack every single turn. After this attack, they will identify they need to, you know, make one creature like 9 toughness. Alright, that's a good damage. In the end, we will try to solve this. I think we literally need to make a game where we cannot lose, because they will have insane stats. Like, this spider might be, you know, bigger than everything we have in the deck, and then they will start making other things in the same way. Okay, counters. I for a moment thought it's a Hunter's talent, or whatever the name is. And that would be a problem. Alright, unfortunately this will hit the vault probably. I think they identified the mistake they did before. Right? I don't think they have any creature that matters here. Alright, man, they actually want to draw cards, so it feels like they have the answer in deck and they really try to get it. But I expect this answer to be a fight spell. Yeah, I think we'll go with another Herald. I guess having protection is nice, but we need this before we go to minus. Because now we need to protect the Herald most of all. So alright, we'll see. The game continues. And the number goes even bigger. I actually want Bitter Triumph. The problem is warding, but we can pay. So basically when they finally hit the fight spell, I can kill the target, so the creature cannot fight. So this is actually one of the cards that can answer. The problem is that normally I would pay life, but you know, I have some issue on this front. Maybe we just cycle cards until we hit Herald. We also get treasures, which can help later. Yeah, I think this is the right plan. We just keep the second card and we keep cycling it. Alright, this is not, man, this is nice. Alright. I think we are doing a lot of things here. So this Reacher has 9 toughness, now it cannot attack. Bro, what a game! This is magic. And we both try to solve basically the deck full potential. They want to make sure that they can, you know, kill the creature before I close the game completely. And I'm trying to finish the combo so they actually cannot kill us with the whole deck. Because as you can see in the board, we probably are not winning, you know? Because you get, like, believe or not, but the win con is actually not killing our opponent. The win con will be milling them. That's probably the only way we can win right now, because we will never attack. This is a 168 Hydra already. And we absolutely need to keep doing. Wait. I need those, both of those cards. I actually cannot cycle here. I need both. Okay, I can cycle this. So we will be cycling main phase. Don't forget, Painlands do not produce colored mana anymore. Which means that I actually need double Painland. Like, this is kinda important. I cannot pay life anymore. Oh boy. And now we can... Okay, so we need to hit to the, you know, the big creatures. Dire Rat, probably worth more as a card. I think we need to hit another Herald. That's the way we close. Alright. It feels like the game should be over in 1000 different ways, but we actually have a full stalemate. We both have things that do not kill our other player. Oh my god, this game is hilarious. Alright. I honestly think we're in a good spot. As you can see, our opponent kinda is realizing, I think, that the stats do not matter anymore, and all of this that they have just doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is Reachers, because they prevent us from killing them. Bro, this would be a lot. But the only card that matters in this whole deck is removal. Right now we are prepared for the first one with Bitter Triumph, so I think we already are in a good spot. But when we get another, we will close the game. Yep, that's correct. You know, Tapper realized that we cannot pay life anymore, and our hits are not perfect, but we are getting there. We just need to hit another Herald. I think that's when they scoop. Alright, so how do we do it? We have enough mana, so we probably chill with this. Creatures do not matter. Yeah, I think we are literally closing the game by forcing our opponent to never kill us. Because we actually, it's not like we don't lose the game if we get into negative. We actually cannot lose the game for any reason, including mill. So if we cannot draw cards, it doesn't matter for us. But it will matter for our opponent. Bro, and I believe they also cannot attack because we have protection from everything they have. But we are at minus, so it actually... So normally, if you weren't in the negative, this would already completely close the game, because they cannot beat it. But we are at the negative, so if they kill Herald, the game is still on, and they can win. Alright, we'll keep cycling, because we have 4 Heralds, and this is the next one. Alright, so we go this into the graveyard. Okay, and this is a final blow. I believe with this... They are absolutely cooked. I think they have 0 chance of winning this game anymore, and I think that they will scoop if they realize the position. This is indestructible, hexproof, and we cannot lose game, and my opponent literally cannot win for any reason until they kill it, and they have no way of killing this. So now, will we? Of course we will. Why not? I still keep the second Herald. So they can block forever. And they can... Oh my... They actually... Okay, they gave up. Oh, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate. So I think they realized that they cannot win the game anymore, and they will just let us get the cool leap out, which is super appreciated. Man, what a game. And we still have Bitter Triumph in case they have some weird fight spell that kills indestructible hexproof creatures, which of course doesn't doesn't exist. And this is 1500 and 1500 in stats. And it will get bigger. So our opponent is having his fun, we are having our fun, and everyone is enjoying Magic. As we should. So I think they just want to see the number go as high as possible, and we will cheer for it. Guys, have you ever had a game where we were indestructible, we couldn't be hit with anything, we are winning on minus 20, and we cannot lose the game against a 14,000 Hydra in stats? Well, that's a game that we will remember for a while. Bro, this is epic. This is true magic. Alright, so I think our opponent will let us hit on the next turn. We are allowing our opponent to have fun. Our opponent is allowing us to have fun, which I can absolutely appreciate. So we attack. They probably won't block. As a true gentleman. No way. Alright, I oversold it. If they realize what is going on, I believe there is not. Bro, this is 166 creature. No way. No way. Oh boy. Alright, so I think if our opponent will try to. But they might actually try to see how high they will get. Because this is the game of their dreams. We actually cannot kill them. And they cannot kill us, which means that they will have the whole deck to pump this creature. Man, we might actually crush Arena Client. I just realized, if the number goes too high, there must be a limit to this, right? Maybe they can go for a draw. 41,000. Well, that's a game. Okay, I might call me crazy here. I think this Hydra might be strong enough to even block a red 1-drop. Okay, like, maybe I'm going off the line here, but I think there is a chance, alright? So maybe our opponent wants to mill us. I will keep attacking to suggest that this is the only outcome. My friend, this will happen sooner or later. I kid you not, we have to win this by milling, because our opponent has 0 cards in the whole deck that can win right now. Alright, they are persistent. This is what? This is a token with 2400 attack. You know what? I think, no, it will take more longer, because right now I'm trying to find a way that plays the fastest. Because we just need to get them to, bro, this. Oh my god, this will be insane. Are we going into like 3-hour game? This is possible. Oh, they would love this. And by the way, don't forget, the game started with them having a hard counter to our deck, which is Graveyard Exile. And we did this all, you know, despite it. Bro, how are those tokens at 2100? This is getting ridiculous. Like, everything they have is so good. Look at this. This Hydra knows no limits. Now we have a new minigame. We will try to see how high the Hydra can go. No. Alright, you know what? I'm literally passing priority on literally everything. I will try to give our opponent as much freedom to do whatever they want as they ever dreamed of. I think I literally tell you, they have no card that can beat us in the whole deck. Because they probably have fight spells. Is there anything? They don't play black, so nowhere to... But man, nowhere to run can go around hexproof, right? But we still have protection and it's still indestructible, so even with this I don't think it will work. Our opponent has the time of their life. Oh my god, this... Okay guys, this is officially, literally the craziest game of Magic I have ever played in my life. Like, I've never seen this number on Arena before. At least not... No, myself. Personally. I wonder what their plan is. They obviously seem to be having a plan. So the plan is either they have something I never thought about. They have enough reach. Bro, listen, I don't want to be pushy, but I think this has to happen at some point. You know you want it. In your face. You know how it ends. No, not yet. Our opponent needs to make a peace. I cannot believe we are playing this game. By the way, imagine in paper that you needed to put 37,000 counters and your opponent is like, bro, I need to, you know, be fair to the rules. You need all those counters. Oh my god, this is so weird situation. I actually cannot force our opponent out of the game, even though they cannot win it anymore. Man, I think they will try just to crash Arena with, man, this is... this is insane. Is that over 1 million? This Hydra is actually over 1 million right now. Alright guys, I think we need to cheer for our green opponent and just try to see the biggest Hydra of our lives, because this is the dream come true for a green player. They can do everything, they can trigger landfall as many times as they like ever dreamed of, and we'll see if Arena actually can crash. If the numbers can crash Arena, this will be the game. Listen, how about an 8-8 that ends your misery this moment? Ah, tempting. I know you are considering more and more. Every turn. I told you. Oh, this is so cool, man. We need to praise the Hydra. Over 1 million in attack. Oh, that was a game for life, man. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, remember to like and subscribe. So this is looking decent so far. We have Vault. We have way to start cycling. We definitely play this on turn 3, and this on turn 2, because we absolutely need to set up the Vault. Green can actually super easily answer things like Vault, but very often they don't have it instantly. Man, I'm so used to the fact that I cannot lose that I'm like, wait, I actually can lose. I need to pay attention to my opponent's cards. This is a weird situation to be in when you can actually lose games. All right, so I think we have decent situation. Our opponent will try to do all the crazy stuff. I think we need to catch them when they are tapped. So, okay, the sneaky way is the way for this game. We need to make sure that our opponent is fully tapped when we make the play. And I'm not sure how we do it. And I'm not discarding anything huge here, because they cannot prevent the graveyard stuff. So I think we go with this, and our opponent will be, what the hell is going on here? They will know that something bad is about to happen. I would love to do the Perennation on this turn. That would be a game, by the way. If we could have this 1 extra mana right now, the game is over. So I'm not showing my opponent anything scary, because that will make them overconfident that they can tap out, because, bro, this is a deck with some Undercity Dire Rat. Like, I won't die to this. Unfortunately, they can crap soon. Is that already 5? Bro, they can actually go for the crap already. Okay, so this is a little bit scary. Double blue mana. This could be a counter spell. This is a rough one. We should go for Absolute Virtue here and just reanimate it. Let me think. Do they have counter spells? They have a lot of bounce into the Flood Maw. This town ain't big enough. I think they usually don't play counter spells. They play bounce. I think this should go through, but it's not guaranteed. They can play Spell Pierce because the meta is so quick. Guys, let's roll. Is it Immortality or an absolute failure? Or Immortality? They cannot bounce it, they cannot interact with this, they can only counter spell this. If they don't have a counter, they lose it. That's it? That's game? We need to give them time, alright? They will make peace with this. But they are still in denial. They are like, no, it cannot work like this. It's for sure there's something in my deck that does something against it. And we are like, it's fine, bro. Just let it slide. It's fine. Just in the next game you won't have Absolute Virtue. I guarantee. Oh, but this is beautiful. I honestly believe they have nothing that beats this. And we also have Flyer, so we can actually force them out of the game very quickly. So this, on the contrary, against, over 1 million stats Hydra that actually, didn't matter even. So yeah, I think we'll just keep swinging. We also can start reanimating other stuff. So even though we already won the game basically, don't you worry. This is just a start for us. So swing. I think they still have hope. And I don't think they should. So obviously, yeah, I appreciate it, man. I told you, they will make peace with this. This was fun, man. Alright, so we're going first. We have decent opening with Collector's Vault. And I think we are in a right spot. We can actually try to go for Virtue as quickly as possible. And we'll see if we play the Rat. The idea is that it can block, protect you, and still ramp you, which is something we absolutely love, because we don't actually care about being ahead on board. We only care about making our play that is unbeatable. So everything that helps us defend and also, give us mana so we can do it faster is just, perfect game plan. So that was the idea behind the Rat, that I actually needed to find this card because I've never seen it used by literally anyone. And I think it kind of has some nice upsides. Like ramping in black is, is something. What do you do? Wow, that's a good start probably. But to be honest, this is fine. As long as they don't exile the graveyard. So they hit one of the sideboard plans against, artifacts and enchantments. And if we can avoid the second one, also if they sacrifice this, they lose damage, right? They still need to close the game. So they actually don't want to sacrifice it. Okay, this is good for us. And probably a smart choice by our opponent, but because they don't know our strategy. So they're trying to push for damage because they think it matters. They think it matters what the damage is, but I care only about hitting my stuff at the end step. I don't need 2 lands. This is important. With this deck, you don't want to show what you do, because it's super important. I could even kill this, and I get the treasure. But then I cannot discard. I honestly think we can just go with Deadly Derision. If they kill the Vault, I'm fine with it. Maybe we go with Rat. Okay, we are going with Rat. I could go with Removal. All of those cards create treasures. This creates treasures, this creates treasures, and this creates treasures, because we absolutely want to ramp. 6 mana is still a lot, so we want to hit it way faster than turn 6. And I think we should be able to. So let's see what our opponent is doing. I think they might realize... No, there's no creatures in the graveyard yet. So they actually don't know about the strategy. They know that we are doing some shenanigans, but they have no idea that they're about to lose the game in a single turn if they don't answer this. And I don't think they can. See, they think that the fight is for board. Love it. Unless they kill us on this turn, all of this doesn't matter. It just wastes their mana. That could be used... in my mind, there's Rest in Peace. That's basically the card I'm trying to avoid for the whole game. And some decks actually main deck it. So that's why I'm playing in such a way. I want them to not know that Rest in Peace is a good card for this matchup. Because right now it seems absolutely useless. See, they tapped mana, they tapped everything, and this is the moment when we actually show our true colors, and it's too late. And that's why you are sneaky about it. Because if you can get this situation, I mean, well, good luck. And now, after they tapped, after they sacrificed everything, now they realize what they are playing against. And it's way too late. Like, at this point, they probably don't have the answer. Now, Graveyard Hate doesn't matter. Fight spells do not matter. All of their board doesn't matter. And I don't think they have anything in the whole deck that matters right now. And this is why you want to, basically, how do you say it? Like, pretend that it's a different deck, or just not show the full strategy. Because if they realize that you are a reanimator deck that is about getting a creature that cannot be beaten, they might have cards against this, and they might prepare, for example, never tap mana and just try to exile something at instant speed moment you reanimate. If they catch you like this, your strategy is gone, and then you won't find time to get another combo. So you need to play around those things, and it's very hard to prepare this strategy if nothing shows Reanimator deck except the Vault was the only tile, and it can be used in many decks. So yeah, I think we still did it nicely. Don't you worry, our opponent will make peace. As you can see, every player needs a moment or two, like they need few turns to... Here we go. Oh, they can attack. It just doesn't matter. This is perfection. A true Sephiroth moment. By the way, if you think that's Sephiroth, it's Lazaf. Shapeshift. Shapeshifted. Anyway, probably winning. That's what I wanted to say. So our opponent has one more turn to make the play. They realize that this, yeah, they are reading. I think this is the moment of realization what exactly is going on. And you know what? Have you ever seen an indestructible hexproof rat? Nobody likes this rat, alright, except us. And we need to make this day special for our Undercity Dire Rat. So it's the best day of his life, and he's together with Absolute Virtue, Legendary Creature, Avatar Warrior, and they are together fighting for glory. Yeah. And they're like, what is the combo of this guy? When it dies, it creates a treasure. Wait, what? Why is it in this? What is this deck? And our opponent is just completely melting. Well, the truth is, the rat is just here, you know? He's here for the views. Alright, and I think our opponent cannot figure it out. And you know what? That's correct. Like, you actually cannot. I didn't think that this would be so confusing, because it feels like another combo with this card, but we actually don't have one. We just, you know, we just smoked them in the face. Well guys, that was a truly great magic, wasn't this? I hope you had as much fun as I did. This was just perfect. This was a perfect day on the arena for me. And before we go further, our absolute legend for today is Mr. Azro, and my friend, you got this absolute banger. This one is for you, and I hope you liked it. And really thank you for supporting the channel and always being awesome. It's really appreciated. And well, you got something special. So yeah, about the deck, every game I managed to reanimate Absolute Virtue. We didn't play too much, so I don't expect this to happen every game, but I'm happy it happened, and I'm super happy with the outcome. And by the way, Rats didn't showcase too much of a power, but the idea was, of course, that it dies, it creates treasures together with Freebooter. Basically, the idea of the whole deck is that if you can make the play, most decks cannot do literally anything. So the only game plan this deck has is not to interact with opponent, just slow the death with blockers, just try to tank as much damage as possible, and then make sure that you have 6 mana as soon as possible. We have 3 colors, so we like the mana fixing from the treasures, and with Vault we can, and Guardian of New Benalia and Bitter Triumph, we have enough discard to get it going. And Deadly Derision can hit on turn 4, which means that it ramps you directly into turn 6 play, while destroying a creature. So I think this was a neat idea, it worked, it made me absolutely happy, and I hope it was the same for you. So guys, thank you for watching, thank you to all the patrons that allowed this crazy magic day to happen. This guys is thanks to you and your support, and I hope everyone had as much fun as I did. Thank you for watching, and see you guys tomorrow.
With